Directed and written by Dayanand, sometimes spelled Dayanand, Gameon is produced by Ravi Kasturi under Kasturi Creations. It released on the 2nd of February 2024, boasting slick visuals and a modern thriller concept. The narrative follows Siddharth Geethanand, a young man labeled a loser by his girlfriend, employer, and friends. Battling depression that leads to a suicide attempt, his life takes a surreal turn when he receives calls instructing him to complete live game missions in exchange for money. During this intense journey, Neha Solanki enters his life, forging a complex emotional bond as Siddharth navigates the mysterious rules of the game. Geethanand as Siddharth, Geethanand anchors the film with his emotionally charged performance. Critics noted his ability to convincingly depict Siddharth's from rock-bottom despair to empowered determination. His dialogue delivery and screen presence, particularly during the character's transformation, garnered praise. Neha Solanki as Tara. Neha Solanki portrays Tara, a glamorous yet expressive character who brings both emotional stakes and visual charm to the story. Though her role is described as glam-oriented, reviewers found her expressive performance memorable and an on-screen highlight. Supporting cast: Madhu aka Madhu Bala plays Siddharth's mother in a supportive role. Aditya Menon delivers a strong, if somewhat loud, performance as a psychiatrist or game conspirator. Subhalika Sudhakar as Siddharth's grandfather brings heartfelt grounding to the emotional narrative. Cinematography by Arvind Vishwanathan is a standout, with critics applauding the glossy visuals and captivating framing. Music and background score by Abhishek Iyer received appreciation for heightening suspense and emotion. Reviewers felt the BGM rescued several slow scenes. Editing by Vansi Edluri was noted as generally competent, though some felt the first half pacing lagged. Original concept: a first-of-its-kind in Telugu cinema real-time, live-action game thriller. Geethanand himself remarked that such a psychological game concept hasn't been attempted before in Tollywood. Critic highlights: The Times of India gave 2.55, calling it partly engaging. A Fragmented Triumph Times now noted it as a riveting tale of life's transformative game, with the same rating. Regional outlets like 1 to 3 Telugu and Cinejash echoed similar to 0.25 to 2.55 scores, praising performances and visuals, but noting a sluggish first half and predictable twists. Gripping central premise live-action game as life metaphor, Geethanand's powerful, credible performance. Neha Solanki's expressive presence and screen appeal. Stylish cinematography and impactful background score. First half pacing is sluggish. Some sequences feel lethargic. Plot twists are predictable. Scenes reminiscent of Korea's Squid Game. Madhu's character underutilized. Overuse of strong language twists lack surprise. Narrative could be sharper. Gameon is an ambitious Telugu thriller with a novel psychological game premise and commendable visual styling. With a standout performance by Geethanand and effective background music, it's a watchable experience, especially in its second half. However, pacing issues and predictable plot twists hold it back from achieving greatness. If you're into character-driven thrillers with technical polish and some emotional heft, it's worth a look. Opening flashback. 12 years ago, the film opens with a chilling scene, a flashback to 12 years earlier, where a murder possibly by Siddharth or his family sets a haunting tone. Opening establishes the emotional scars that will drive Siddharth's journey and hint at hidden trauma. Introducing Siddharth the loser, Siddharth spirals. Feeling worthless after losing his job, romance, and friendship, he contemplates suicide. Viewers are immersed in his depression, reinforced by somber cinematography and his defeated dialogue. The mysterious first call. At rock bottom, Siddharth receives a call from a private number. You're selected for the game. Kill a housefly, earn 100,000. Desperate and curious, he agrees. Housefly task. Siddharth attempts to swat the fly. Struggling but eventually succeeding, he checks his bank account. He's credited 100,000. Shocked, he's drawn into the game's promise. Leveling up, mini tasks, and confidence. The game escalates. Small but morally gray tasks follow. Each offer higher pay. Siddharth completes these, seeing real money and a boost in self-confidence. Game Riser, Real Danger. He receives a call from Game Master Maiden Mohan Aditya Menon, warning that future levels will be dangerous. It's winning or dying. Siddharth hesitates but decides to proceed. 8. Enter Tara. Amid game tension, Siddharth meets Tara Neha Solanki. Their interaction adds romantic warmth and hope, lifting him from his despair. Their chemistry hints at emotional support and future stakes. Family ties and emotional conflict. Siddharth's strained relationship with his mother Arcana Mathu surfaces. He harbors deep